Ladies and gentlemen, it's another episode of NSF USA brought to you by Tap Send, the fastest, reliable, trusted means of sending money back home to Nigeria and to Africa. Again, use the code Maryland 2024, get free
NSF USA
$30. And
2024.
sorry, NSF USA 2024 and get free $30 on your first $100 that you send. I tried it and it worked really fine. The fastest, they have one of the best rates out there. Charlie, welcome back again.
Thank you.
Your Group
We've
B
gone through A
predictions,
and B. Yeah.
your Group B predictions are causing fire, war, and brimstone. People are
Mm.
saying, the scouts, where did you get the scouts? But we tell them, these are neutral scouts with no skin in the game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No
Mm-hmm.
skin in the
Mm-hmm.
game. We're going to go to Group C. This is for me looking at this group. This was going to be the group of death, but you
No
said it's Group B.
way.
You said it's Group B. Is this going to be an easy group for you to predict?
Listen, when you first, it's the same thing with everything. When you first see the groups, you're like, hey, Chineke, see all the players. Once you start to look at it and you start to analyze it, you start to know, okay, this is what's going to happen here. This is what's going to happen here. And at the end of the day, this one is going to be another group that will be easy to predict as well. I can basically talk to you about it in a historical context and tell you what will happen.
I know you want to talk about historical context, but we have to look at who's in form right now. And historical context counts, but form is what takes you to tournaments, right?
Yes and no. This tournament ignores form. And it's about you know, you hit a streak in the tournament. You hit a good you play well and you get one or two good results and you get luck on your side as well. Luck is a very, very big factor in it. But this nobody to look form, nobody to look your face when you come in here. Once ball bounce, everything at jam body from there. So,
Let's dive into it. Indigo
all
FC,
right.
third place finish last year. They're coming back. You've been seeing preseason. You see the videos from the coach and everything. What are your thoughts about Indigo FC in this group?
Yeah, besides what Colin Stars did the first time that they participated in the tournament, what Indigo did last year is just as impressive, getting to the semifinals, and then winning the third place trophy. But Indianapolis to Illinois is a very short drive, be like Dallas to Houston, so
Yeah.
you can bring your studs there.
Mm,
Traveling, getting on a plane and traveling to the East
mm,
Coast to come and
mm.
play football for the second time in the tournament is a whole nother issue.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Femi is going to tell you he cannot make the flights on
Yeah.
Friday.
Mm.
Yinka and Musa will say, coach, sorry, my wife say make I go. Next thing you know, you are only flying 16 players. Meanwhile, when you were in Annapolis, 24 of you just drove down in like
Yes.
six different cars. So there are challenges associated with that. And I expect those challenges to prevent Indigo from getting out of this group. They are going to come and participate, but they are not going to have enough legs to finish it because they are going to play. Just about every team in this group is pretty much even. Besides Gazelle, I think Gazelle is a step ahead of everybody else. So there's going to be a lot of bagbati in this particular group. They are going to beat each other up. There's not going to be any whipping boy at all. It's going to be competitive from the start to finish. But Indigo is going to finish at the bottom.
Gonna finish at the bottom. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go to the team that we talk about, Storm FC. What are your thoughts about Storm FC?
Storm FC, a team that I like, a team after my heart because when the registration opened, fiam, I then drop money fast.
They're not
They were
Nigerians. I keep saying it. Storm FC are not Nigerian people.
they were not ready. They don't want to hear PIM. They have been ready for this tournament, and I've been following their performance in the NSL, even though I don't really look at form, I'm just really saying, okay, what are they capable of? Because when they came in 2022 to Austin for their first time, the team looked okay. Didn't really look spectacular at all. But I think this is the team that home advantage is going to help. It's not going to be Maryland 1, it's not going to be Maryland 2, it's not going to be Chevrolet FC, but it's going to be Storm FC. So I expect Storm to be second place in this group. They are going to make it out.
I respectfully disagree, but I'll come to my own analysis and what my scouts are telling me.
I
But I
know.
respectfully disagree with Storm FC finishing second. Let's go to Chicago Gazelle. What are your thought processes, with your scouting reports with Chicago?
The Chicago, what can you say about Gazelle? Gazelle along with New York and Houston Green Eagles. Those are the teams that they have the what's the word that we always like to use? Tournament pedigree. You always have to respect them. They come with a very strong team. They got to the semifinals last year and were unlucky. Colin Starr scored in the last minute of the game to equalize. If not, Gazelle will be playing in the final. So I expect Gazelle again to come strong. But even though this group will be competitive and the games are going to be tough and very interesting, when it's all said and done, Gazelle is going to win this group. Chicago Gazelle will win this group, and Storm will finish second.
And those are some good predictions, Gazelle. I'll come to my own predictions. What about the Samba Boys of Texas, Invisible Eagles? What are your thoughts about Invisible Eagles?
You know, uh, when we had the draws, something struck me when we were having the draws. The team management for Invincible Eagles actually raised up his hand and told everybody that he had booked his return flight for Sunday evening. He's planning to take his team back to Texas Sunday evening. And I could not believe my ears because that showed me a manager that did not believe in his team. And if your management don't even believe that you are capable of getting to the latter stages of the tournament, then why are you even coming? So I think Invisible Eagles is mentally defeated before they even show up to Maryland. And how to motivate a team like that, besides what I'm saying, if what I'm saying right now does not motivate them, they might even finish last in the group. Indigo might finish ahead of them. But when I look at the antecedents of the leadership and how they don't even think that they can get anywhere, why would I even place my hopes on them? Why? Because they already know the squad that they are bringing there. So they know that squad is not capable of competing. I've seen Invincible Eagles play. They got to the final of Texas Challenge. They have some very good ball players. They have some minor weaknesses here and there, temperaments, things of that nature, but they can play. But if your management does not even believe in you, then you have a problem. So Invincible Eagles is not getting out of this group. Their management, they are going to make that flight on Sunday because they will be out of the tournament by Saturday and they will come there Sunday and watch some games and then they are headed to the airport.
Wow. 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 That is, that was a lot.
That's not a lot. That's just the truth, my brother. How can you say we are leaving on Sunday evening?
There's actually an explanation to that. The manager, based on what he said, as I said, based on what he said, they were thinking the finals was going to be maybe 3 p.m.
When has the finals ever been
So
3 p.m.?
3 p.m.
They participated in Austin, in Atlanta. They participated in Austin. They participated in Chicago. When was final ever 3 p.m. in any of those three tournaments?
Again, they are thinking NSFUSA will do something to make sure. But
No,
let's leave
no,
that.
they are thinking that they are not going to play in that final.
No,
I'm
I
even
can
surprised. I'm surprised they didn't book the flight for Sunday morning. Just make it Sunday morning. Maybe they go out. Maybe they know they don't come
let
out
me
already.
let me let me let me let me let me let me go to this group. I think you're a little bit biased in your analysis with this group, but let me go to this group with my own scouting report
Neutral perspective.
from a neutral perspective.
Okay, louder.
We're not being paid to come here to support any team. We're coming from a
Yes,
neutral perspective. Let's
yes.
go with Indigo. I'll share you the whole sentiments that you talked about. Indigo for me will finish last in this group. I saw I saw the participation. I saw the what you call it, the team, the videos that have been sent, and I wasn't impressed with Indigo and the driving to Indigo and everything, the driving from Indiana to Maryland will be very difficult. So I'm not expecting Indigo to make any impact. So I think fourth place would be where they will be.
Yeah.
In terms of Storm FC, we saw them in Austin. I wasn't impressed with Storm FC, and they came to Austin. We were, Maryland champs, I think, at that point. And when they came, I wasn't all the way impressed. Now they're going to have home advantage. Do they have the capability of the players or the pedigree? I doubt. I doubt. There's a strong board with Storm FC. Are they going to compete? Yes, they will compete, but they wouldn't be able to have the firepower. And although home advantage, I think home advantage will take them to the third place in this group. For Chicago Gazelle, huge pedigree. You can't run away from that. I think Chicago Gazelle will win this group comfortably. It's not going to be any 3-0 game here. This
No,
group,
I don't. I
it's
think they're
going to
going to.
be
Yeah,
a 2-1,
yeah,
1-0,
yes.
3-2, but it will be a high scoring group the way I see it. It's going to be, goals coming in. So Chicago Gazette will win this group. I think with Invisible again have shown steady progress. Two times Texas State finalists. Last year lost on penalties. The other year lost with Houston Green Eagles 2-1. In the national, they've always come out of the group. Last year in Chicago, they lost unluckily to Collins Stars, the eventual champions. They missed penalties there in that game. The previous year, they lost on penalty kicks to the eventual runners-up New York Eagles. So I am thinking for this group, Chicago Gazette will top this group. Invisible Eagles will finish second this group. Storm FC will be storming out of this group in the third place. And Indigo would have to say bye-bye. You will finish. There's nothing that will, Indigo would not come out from this group. 100% sure about that.
Well, you know that you know for a fact that you have people rooting against that outcome, because the further Invincible progresses in the tournament, the more expensive it gets for your management. So I think the management will be very okay with you guys being eliminated at the end of the group stage, and so I'm giving you that prediction. That's what's going to happen.
And for the record, viewers watching, when Charlie say you guys, it's just a metamorphic statement. I don't belong to
I'm not talking
anybody's
to. I'm not talking to you. When I say you guys, I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking
to
to
the camera. Okay, to the
to
camera. Yeah,
CJ,
yeah.
to Murphy, to Bucci. This message is for you guys. I'm very disappointed. So based on that, you are going home in the first round.
Okay, well, I seriously doubt that. We would have to see your scouting report. I think is wrong. We would have to see scouting reports and see who's. I think on Saturday by 3:45, by 4:45, I will come meet you and ask you how far.
Okay. And now we ask you, when are you guys going to the airport?
So we stand on that. So Charlie saying Chicago Gazelle, Storm FC first and second. I'm saying
Yes.
Chicago Gazelle, Invisible. Again, this video was brought to you by Send, the fastest, reliable way to send money.
Yes.
We'll be going, guys, check out for Group D. Check out for Group D. That's where, well, there's some interesting analysis coming from that group.
All right.
Boston Eagles will be there. Check it out. Okay, thank you.